Hello! This is Yahweasel.
And Mallow?
Let's ignore
Set
the
up a
virtual Xbox 360.
controller.
I use a controller to start recording, and being connected by Parsec, it was like, hey, you're using a controller now. We're just gonna set that aside. Whatever.
Hooray!
Do you have any
Let's
memory
play.
of this game?
Let's play. Wait, what was the? I have a little bit of memory. What was our intro though? And 7 billion other humans is all I remember.
So I say, this is Yahweasel.
Oh, and Mallow and 7 billion other. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
No.
Royale.
With cheese. Year 22.
Okay, so they're randomized numbers.
Yep. Roll, roll, roll. Where will they land? Nobody knows. When you press the play button, the data cubes will each land on a random number. Only the worker with the highest number may remain.
Does that mean all the other ones have to jump in the hole?
Of course it does.
All workers must pick up the data cube directly in front of them. Only the worker or workers with the highest data cube may remain. All other workers must dive with their cubes into the disposal hole. Yep.
Great.
Tip for management. Want to compare something you are holding with something your neighbor is holding? Just use your if command to compare my item with whichever tile your neighbor is standing on. Your workers are smart enough to know you want to compare their items.
And not just their penises or something.
Yes, well, I mean... Yes. Okay.
You were searching so much for some other response there. So the thing is, the numbers, like, it doesn't lay them out all the same ever. Like, it always gives you a random sequence.
Yes.
So this means nothing.
What means nothing?
What, they're showing, like, this randomness here.
Oh,
they always give you random...
Just for show.
Yeah,
it's just
for
to show that it's a random number.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to think about this. So the problem is that I can only compare with my nearest neighbor.
This is so trivial. Sorry for saying it was trivial.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. It is. I was thinking of it backwards, and it is trivial. All I have to do is if my guy doesn't have a guy next to him with a lower number, then stay there. Otherwise, walk down.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So I think I can just pick up the thing to the south.
Yeah, that's certainly going to be step one.
And then if person to your left is less, or there's an or. I know there's an or. Or less than those. I have to say less than something. Is less than my item. I think that's gonna work. Or person to your right is less than my item, and is what I want. Wait, person. Yes, and I could set this up either way. I could set it to both greater, and then I want an or here, but
yeah.
Greater than or equal.
There are multiple solutions. You're actually not landing on the solution that I was thinking of.
If they're both smaller, then stay there.
Can we pause for 1 second? I need to fix something.
Yep. Indeed.
But I'm causing that again. Bugs that still exist. Oh well.
Okay, so I'm actually going to do it the other way because that way I have to have fewer options. So if the person to your right is greater or the person to your left is greater, then walk to your death. And I think you're going to have to step down 3 times.
1, 2, 3. Yep, looks like 3 times.
In that case,
it is slightly
one
faster
fewer step.
to just Well, this isn't a complete solution.
Indeed, it isn't.
You're on the right path, though. You just need to be able.
Oh, I need to be able.
I might have a quick chat with the viewers.
Well, I like it the other way then.
I'm gonna have a quick chat with the viewers.
Okay.
So my thought was that he needs to check only in one direction and have everybody sort of move in that direction so that when you're done, you're against the right wall or against the left wall. I think that's the only solution that's going to work reliably.
Huh.
Okay, I've had a chat with the viewers.
I'm a little confused. How did that not work?
How is this possible?
Why aren't people... Oh, I know why. Because I'm an idiot. Here we go. Oh. This should work, right?
What?
No. Apparently this does the same thing.
Yeah, what? I feel like you've fundamentally failed to realize what's failing here.
Yes. You are correct. I'm going to switch it back to the other way around. T'other way around. And then I still need to check for something. Okay, so basically I still need to just have everybody walk.
You still need to be able to iterate your solution.
Yes. So I still need to have everybody walk to the, say, all the way to the right. Or all the way to the left. So, else. Step to the right if direction right is empty.
Okay, we're getting closer to what my sort of imagined solution was. What?
Huh?
Has the person with the highest value fallen in?
They really shouldn't have.
They really shouldn't have.
97. Oh, I know why. Because I'm checking the person to the right and left. Okay.
No, your condition went...
The problem is if they're on the edge, if they're against a wall. This should actually solve that, I think. But I have to swap these things around. Oops.
I don't quite know what wall means for that, but maybe wall is 0.
That's exactly what I think. Or I think wall is undefined, or in some sense it made it to
null.
Where... Yeah. Will that work?
The highest value definitely left there.
Okay, well the highest value is leaving here too, because I have something
Left
backwards, don't I?
Greater than my item, and right is greater than my item.
If both of those are actually want them to step down, I just have this
you've got
backwards.
your conditions exactly backwards.
Yeah. That would be the problem. Let's move this whole block down here, back to here, and this goes down to here. Uh-oh. There could be a timing issue here. I mean, this might work, but there could be a timing issue. What?
What?
Infinite loop much?
Oh, that shouldn't have been an and.
I had it completely backwards.
You had, like, every aspect of it wrong. I'm pretty impressed, really.
So I'm wondering about timing, because this guy, yes, he starts walking down before the guy on the left gets there. Which I think could be a problem for, okay, it worked. Consider that working.
That would always work. That is definitely not the most efficient way to do it. Hey, and we finally got one where the speed challenge is actually different.
Yep. Well, I'm happy with that. I don't care because we got one of them, so. Unless you want to go over what the...
So, you didn't need to check in both directions. You could have just checked if you're against the wall.
Right, then go right. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, the idea is if you're greater than the one on the left,
So basically,
then
you're going to
go to the right.
Yeah.
Otherwise, go down.
Yeah. That's not precisely what I was thinking, but yeah. Then that basically what you want is that there's just one comparison, and it just tells you whether to move right or down, basically.
Yeah. If you're greater than or equal to the one on the right.
Remember that if it's equal to, you want to preserve it.
Right. If you're greater than the one on the right, then step right. Then okay.
No,
we'll
if the one on the right is greater than you, then you want to dive to your death because.
Oh right.
Yeah, so that's correct.
Oh yeah, okay. That's why I had it backwards because I was treating this as the other way around. I was saying if my item is greater than the one on the... No, that's not what it's saying. If the one on the right is greater than my item. That's why I had these two backwards.
I see. And now this else case can be vastly simpler.
Yes. Just step to the right once, right?
And I think there's still something missing here, but we're certainly...
Well, let's see what this does. Yeah, there is something missing.
Yeah.
These guys are still walking because there's...
You know what? I think actually your double condition is fine because that doesn't, I think, extend the number of steps.
What do you mean?
Check either side, if right is greater or left is greater. In 2, at the if condition, check both. Like
I mean, that's not going to fix the current problem.
Yes, it is. Of course it is.
Why? They're walking because they're stuck in this loop. Oh, because the person on the right. Okay. I see what you're saying. But I think that's still one short.
Yeah, I don't know if... Yeah. That definitely got the speed challenge.
Yeah.
We're still one short. I'm trying to decide if you can get rid of the inner loop in 3 and 4, but I can't find a way to do it.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at that too. You know what? I might be able to... No, because I'd still have to jump up there.
Well, you could just put a jump up at the end of the... Yeah, you could just do that, but
yes, that I think will work, actually.
Well, the problem is you're going to end up with multiple people... Oh, you can check in all directions! Because no matter how many directions you check, it's the same... Yeah, the condition, you can put as many conditions as you want to. Tricky. So you can just be like, if anyone anywhere...
Oh, see, okay, there you can.
Yeah, you can do it in either direction.
Okay.
Check all directions. Either march towards your doom or do not.
There's still something wrong.
Oh, because 90.
Because he's greater than she is.
I'm trying to just. It's not quite there.
No. I mean, I wonder if I do it again, if it'll just happen to work.
I mean, there certainly are situations in which it'll work by coincidence, but given that it shows the, here are the results for a bunch of different tests.
Right.
That's not a good idea.
If I swap these around, that wouldn't make any difference, right?
No, I'm trying to think of a way that you can... Because we don't have any more steps left to play around with.
Wait, can I select step down X times? No, that's not an option, is it?
Only by looping. Only by looping.
Well, I could just give up and go to the next level.
Didn't we say that you had to do both of them for the non-special levels?
I don't think we said that. Yeah, I think you're right.
I'm pretty sure we established that.
Okay, well, let's see. What can we do?
It's just...
I feel like this strategy has run us into a wall, though. That's the problem.
Literally.
Yes. I feel like there must be a different way of thinking about this.
Or if down is a hole. It's the stupidest possible solution.
It is
but
horrible.
If you've
but
ever
you're
stepped
right.
down, then you need to kill yourself. So if down is nothing, if down is, is a hole and all, yeah, a hole.
Yeah.
Then that's so. It only works because it's exactly 3.
Yep, exactly. Exactly.
That's the doofusiest possible solution.
So
but
basically,
it does solve the problem.
what we're learning here is put as many things into the if statement that you can possibly get
Make
into
the
there, because
if,
it's still
like,
just one statement.
arbitrarily complicated. Look, we got both.
Yep. Barely got this one. But...
Yep.
Okay. Sorting hall. That was horrifying.
Always search for the dumbest solution possible. Don't be
wanna know what these
alarmed.
things are.
Let's not make any sudden movements or step out of line. We're being evaluated by Roombas from space. I need you to calmly sort to the line of cubes from smallest on the left to biggest on the right. Yes, I remember when problems like this used to be difficult when there was only one person working on it. But now we've got teamwork.
Okay, so this is like a bubble sort or something?
Probably gonna have to be bubble sorty. I'm trying to think if there's a... Nah, not really. There's not gonna be... I mean,
So I assume we can...
radix sort.
There's a swap, basically, with the person next to you.
I mean, not really. But you can do a do-si-do.
I can drop it, and yeah. Oh, I can have them... Can I have them switch places? The people?
Well, you can just well, that's an interesting thought. You could drop it and then pick up each other's, but you could also do-si-do. You could just have one person move down, left, up, and the other person move right twice.
Yeah, I don't like that.
No,
okay,
I love your drop it and pick it up from the other person solution. That's glorious.
Let's start by picking it up, because that's definitely going to be the first thing. So now, if the person... okay, so which direction do I want to do this in? It's smallest to largest.
Well, you need to swap, so you have to check both directions.
Yeah. Okay. So if the person to your left is bigger than my item, then we need to swap.
Yep.
And if the person to your right is smaller than my item.
See, the problem is this is 2 steps, so you're going to end up slightly out of sync. You're going to have to be very, very careful about keeping them in synchronization.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Can you turn that into an else if? I don't know if that would help. That wouldn't help. Why would that help? That doesn't help. That just adds more steps. That's dumb.
Well, not only does that add more steps, but you need to do both anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, the whole thing is surely going to be in a loop, so...
Why can't I just always look to the person on the left? Why do I need to look to the person on the right?
Because you need to act together to swap. Unless, can you drop to your right? Is that an option? Or?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, okay. Both parties need to drop and pick up in the opposite direction in order to swap. They need to work together.
Yeah.
And that's where the synchronization is going to get pretty grotesque.
Yeah. Okay, what happens though if...
So I mean, obviously, if the item is on the ground, you'll compare it just like you would compare it if it was in their hands.
Okay, so one thing that I can do... Yes. One thing that I can do is say, if the person to your left is bigger, then step somewhere, right? And then if they step somewhere, then I can also have everybody check if there's somebody on their right. And if there's not somebody on their right, then we know that we have to swap.
So rather than trying to do-si-do, you're trying to just use your vertical position as like a synchronization reference.
Exactly. At least try that for now and see what happens. And in that case, well, I'm going to have to then do this as a separate step.
I think step down and then drop to your left.
Yeah. I'll figure that out in just a second. If there's nothing to your right. Then, okay, so drop the thing, step down, and then drop the thing to your left. Yes, but I can't drop it to the left.
That's right, yeah, you can only drop it immediately below you. But you can pick up to the bottom right, so that's fine.
Yes, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so now, well, you need to, if this is the case, you need to drop your item first. So drop it to the right, I guess. But then I still have to tell the other person what to do again.
The do-si-do is a lot easier than I thought, because you can move catty corner. So this, like, step down, you can just keep attempting to do-si-do as long as you want. Bear in mind, the person on the right is going to have trouble. But let's leave one catastrophe at a time. So you could just, so like...
Step northwest?
Yes. Where do you need to drop? You need to drop, I think... Well, it doesn't really matter. Drop probably after stepping down so that the pickup will be easier.
But the other guy still needs to drop his thing. Right?
Right. So I'm assuming, and I don't know this, that you can move crosswise across each other. And thus, yeah, it's just a two-step do-si-do.
Okay, so if I pick this up after I've stepped to the northwest, where am I picking it up from? I think right here should be fine, because then I can
it depends on how you do the other part.
Right here.
Yeah.
First, and then step.
And he knows there's nothing to his right, so he can just move to his right. Now, my concern is if he doesn't move fast enough, then you might be in a weird place in that top group.
Yeah. There may be different people doing different things at different times that aren't.
The synchronization is going to be nasty. Well, the whole thing isn't looping, so... Or does it... No, it doesn't loop naturally. They just finish.
No, but this does tell me that we are missing one step because we need to pick up still. Okay.
Oh yeah, you never picked up the one that was left by your.
Well,
by your
then that seemed to work.
That did look pretty close to working. I kind of can't believe that do-si-do was the solution we ran into.
Actually, I wonder if you already have something in your hand and you try to pick it up, I might not need this command, right?
Oh,
if I jump here.
Oh, that's a good thought.
Assuming that it works. It says nothing to pick up. Oh yeah, they're getting out of sync.
They are certainly getting out of sync.
And yet it's not breaking everything yet.
Yeah, it's not. It looks like it might eventually work.
Yeah. Certainly not going to be good in terms of timing. Oh, there's something going on over here, though. Yeah, because I didn't check if there's nobody to the right.
Oh, yeah, I said there was going to be a problem with the rightmost wall, and there is.
Also, it looks like they're moving the big numbers to the left, not the small numbers.
If left is greater than my item, then we swap with left. Well, no, that's what you want to do.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. But I do need to check if left is greater than my item. Is it because of this? If right is nothing?
By the way, I can't see your mouse cursor, so when you say this, I don't know what you're talking about.
Is it line 7? That it's throwing things off, making the person on the right move right?
Well, I mean, that certainly would be, the first issue that's going to happen, but I don't know. I'm not quite sure what to do. You know what? One thing you could do is just have everybody move to the right immediately.
Oh, yeah,
pick up and then...
Yes. Well...
No. Dang it, because of the pickup down that you're reusing. Well, let's worry about efficiency later.
See what this does.
Yeah.
And speed it up.
Yeah, it does. So, I mean, there's obviously, like, synchronization issues, but...
Yeah, there's something going on here, obviously.
Yeah, what's going on the left there? If right is nothing, then it should drop and
and they're in these little weird loops that I don't even know.
Well, so what I'm trying to understand is why 83 is just sitting there, because if right is nothing, they should drop and then step to the right. So why aren't they?
Because they're in this loop here. Probably because they got into this. The timing happened. A bad timing happened. They were
right,
supposed
because
to be
he's
stepping down.
I see. Right, so he's trying to swap in that direction. Yeah. The synchronization
So this
timing.
is a timing synchronization problem. Yeah.
You know what? Well, no, because after finishing that, wait, she's clearly not in that loop. Oh, she couldn't step to the northwest because the robot. No, that.
She's trying to step. You mean her?
No, 83.
She's also.
The thing is, she should.
She's not. 83 is at this step.
Yeah, but
down.
the thing is, she should. Can we just go one step at a time? So she should try to step down.
Oops. How do we go? One step at a time?
You? Isn't that the arrow to the right of play?
No.
Okay, I see. I thought that you would just ignore the step if you couldn't do it, but that's not what happens.
Yeah.
You just get stuck there until you can.
Yeah, which is a major synchronization problem.
Yeah. If that was just ignored, then I think, well, we would just have a different problem, basically. But, yeah, that not being ignored is causing
I mean, I can
issues.
make them ignore it with another if statement.
Yes.
But that seems kludgy.
I mean,
There's got to be a better way. I want to think of a nicer.
Yeah. I agree. This whole solution is sort of. Don't you have more than one
depends
tab
on-
you
it
can
depends
use so
on-
you can like save this and not destroy it, or have you not
I
developed
could.
tabs yet? You were so. Oh yeah,
I have tabs.
You were
I
so
just
unhappy
didn't-
with that solution.
I
You
was.
wanted
I was
nothing to
very
do with
unhappy
it.
with
You were like, well, to
Exactly.
hell with that. It's going in the trash bin.
Okay, so what do I want? I don't want to do a do-si-do if I don't have to. I don't want them to move if I don't have
Yeah,
to.
I'm not convinced in the do-si-do. So I think
But the problem is drop only allows you to drop below you.
but you can pick up to the right
Step-
or pick up to the left.
Yeah.
So you can swap them without moving at all. You can just say like if right is greater than then drop and try to pick up, and eventually you'll
So
succeed
pick
in
up
picking
is
up
not the
because they'll
first
be dropping
solution.
it.
Yeah. Okay. So if let's make this the first statement. If the direction to your
The problem is I fear that the pickup is going to get stuck in cases where we have an equal sort of
lower
looping problem.
right is less than the thing there.
Okay, I'm already confused. Oh, I'm not confused. I see what you're doing. You're sorting them, but not in their hands. That's brilliant.
Exactly. Then, and in fact, one person can do this, right? I don't need to worry about the
Well,
person
I mean,
on their right doing crap.
Yeah.
So you need to, but the problem is, this person has to do this. The problem is this person has to do this with only one hand. So I need to, and they need to step, because in order to drop it,
But you can pick up to the bottom right and then step down, and because the drop will just freeze until that's done. Oh, but nobody else is gonna swap it but you. So you have to somehow finish the swap.
yes. So I can pick it up, drop it, then pick up the other thing, drop it, move, drop it, move back,
Yeah.
and then pick up the thing and drop it.
It is a solo do-si-do, but it is a pretty
Yes.
gross solo do-si-do. And I think so long as you... So, computer scientists in the audience, what we have here is a resource ordering problem. He wants to make sure that when he is in the shared row, the second row, that he always moves in the same direction so that he doesn't end up with deadlocks. Hooray! However, that being said, I don't remember how long we were making these episodes, but apparently half an hour.
All right. Well, it turns out I wasn't recording.
Oh, great. Well, that'll help. Next time.
Hooray! Next
Thanks
time.
for watching. Cheers from Yahweasel.
And have a great day.